Can I hit the go live button?
Scroll down.
Well, good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning, Susan. How are you this morning?
I'm great. I'm a morning person, so that's not a problem. After 8 o'clock, forget it.
Forget about it.
Or actually after 6. Don't ask me anything after 6, because I'm like,
Exactly.
Another world.
Well,
how are you doing?
I'm definitely not a morning person, so for me, it's like, but I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Say I have a wild hair right here. Like I just noticed in the camera's like there's one thing sticking out. I don't know.
Are you fixing your beard?
I must. I don't know. I had to, but apparently I have to. Good morning, Allison. Good to see you in.
Yes. Good morning.
I'm gonna bring the bell. I'm gonna do this 3 times to kind of clear the energy out and get the
kind of wake us up.
Exactly. So if anybody has an issue with loud sounds, this is the time to hit that mute button because I'm getting ready to hear a cling. Hey, Timmy, nice to see you in. If anybody wants a reading, let us know if it's general or specific, okay? You don't have to ask us for a reading, just tell us it's general, or if it's a specific question, let us know. But here we go. Again, if you have an issue with loud sounds, close your ears.
I think they heard you in Africa.
There we go. Okay. Gotta get things rolling off.
Sounds good.
So how's the week going so far? Anything exciting?
Not really. Just, it's a little colder outside.
It's a little colder. Well, it rained yesterday too here in Arizona. Can you believe
it did. It did.
Oh man. Ed, we woke up in the night and I was like, am I hearing right? And then in the morning.
Is that thing called rain that they get everywhere else?
Yeah, we were worried if we're going to have snow in Kingman. So Ed took the other car instead of the Lucid just to make sure. So.
Well, you're kind of up in the mountains a little bit.
Yeah, in Kingman they get snow, and especially on the mountain in Kingman, on the.
And that's where he works, right?
Yeah. And so they get it's over 6,000 feet on that mountain, 6,000 or 7,000 feet. So on that mountain, they get snow pretty much all winter. But where he's down below the mountain, the town is below the mountain, and they do get snow from time to time. But so he was kind of worried. But the reality is, he said once he got out of Phoenix, snow stopped, so it was no big deal.
Wow. Well, Allison says it's freezing in the UK. I believe that.
I can believe it as well. That's the same temperature as Baltimore usually is. We used to have the kind of consistent temperature like that in like Germany. So I remember. Well, you're from the East Coast. You understood what that.
Oh yeah, Boston is pretty miserable right now. Yeah, that's why I'm not there.
Exactly.
That's why you're not in Baltimore.
Exactly. Good morning, JoJo. Good morning.
Good morning, Joanna.
Is it Tammy or Timmy? Tammy, let us know if when you say specific question, you need to let us know what the question is. It's kind of you gotta have that. We gotta know. So let us know what.
41 degrees. Yeah. Well, it's colder in other places though.
41 degrees.
Yeah.
Wow. And you're in California? Well, you're in Northern California. You're in the Frisco area or something like that, right?
Oh, it's cold there by the water. Oof.
Yeah. I thought they were in the Frisco area, but I'm not mistaken. So, but before everybody popped in, I did a little cleansing of the energy and kind of raising of the vibrations. So it's nice to see everybody.
It is. I just love all these people. Isn't it so awesome to see them? Because you can't see them in person. You might as well see them on Facebook and YouTube.
Exactly.
What a name, Quilly May. That's cool. Did you ever go somewhere and have the same name as somebody else?
Me?
Yeah.
No, nobody's ever. I've only met one other person. I never met, but I've only heard of one other person that had my name. And of course, with the Rumer-Rivera now, nobody has my name. It is.
Well, when I was going to art school in Boston, I got a job as a cashier in a grocery store in Boston, right in the heart of Boston. And my name was Susan Young. And there was another cashier for Susan Young.
Mhm.
So that was kind of crazy.
Linda said they're in no, Southern Cali. For some reason, I was thinking they
Oh,
were.
Southern, okay, and it's 41. Wow.
That
Well,
is cold there for
ocean
them.
breeze.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. For some reason, I thought you guys were higher up. I didn't. I don't know. For some reason, I was thinking you guys are higher up. So, yeah, when we lived in Long Beach, we were surprised because we had to use the furnace on a few occasions, and we thought, wow, we didn't think. But I didn't think you'd have to use a furnace. Well, you know, in LA, we were outside of LA. Long Beach is just south of LA. So, but yeah, it was a bit of
I love Long Beach. I love Long Beach.
It was nice. It was nice. The only problem is the 405 is such a mess that no matter where you're at, no matter what time of day, if you want to get into LA from Long Beach on the
Right.
405.
And the roads are pretty old and beat up too.
They're what?
The roads are pretty old and they're beat up too.
Well, they're just so used because there's that many cars, you know, and so for
And
us,
a lot of trucks there, a lot of trucks picking up the, you know, the big tankers and stuff.
Ports, yeah.
Yeah.
And it was just, we just really, we were shocked at the amount of time it would take to get into LA. So, because we thought, well, we go into LA for the evening, we could live in Long Beach and then go into LA for the evening. Well, yeah, that doesn't work. That's like
But the evening into the morning when you got home.
exactly. And Ed worked down by Newport. He worked right in Long Beach, but he also, on 2 days a week, he would have to work in Newport Beach.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And even though that's close, it's still a drive because of the traffic. So
Yeah.
anyway, with that said, we are here, and I kind of miss some of the things like California, but I don't miss a lot. I think
Well,
there are many,
we don't have the ocean here, so I
Yeah.
miss the ocean.
exactly. There are many things that our checks and balances are goods and bads, you know. So
Yeah. Newport Beach is beautiful too.
good morning, Quality May. Quality May, let us know what is it called? Quality May. Anyway, let us know what your question is. Is it specific or general? And everybody, if you want a reading, let us know if your question is general or specific. And if it's specific, just ask the question then. You don't need to say specific, we get it, okay? Quality May says East Bay, California.
Yeah.
And let's see, JoJo says she loves Newport Beach. Yeah, Newport Beach is very nice. We liked it. We were looking at houses in Newport Beach. We looked at houses in Laguna. I love Laguna Beach. I think I love Laguna Beach probably better than most other places. And we also, but the commute would have been something. But at the same time, we were going the opposite direction, so the commute would not have been so bad.
Yeah. And you know what I hate too, when you're driving, when you have to drive like east or something in the morning and you get that sun. Oh,
Yeah.
you can't see.
Yep, I hear you. Linda says it takes all night to get into LA. It does.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a it's again, if you don't live or haven't lived in California, you'll not understand how bad the traffic is. I mean, if you think you have traffic, yeah, you really don't know until you're on the 5 and the 405. Those two roads, and they come on each side of LA. They carry so much traffic.
Well, you know, the one advantage of living like in Boston or traveling in Boston, even though the traffic is horrible, you have buses and subways and all kinds of ways to get around.
Mm-hmm.
You live near the city where you don't have that in LA. You know, it's far.
Well, they have the buses, but they don't have the subway. You're right. They don't have the subway.
Yeah. Subway's is fast.
That's what makes New York, to me, so wonderful, because with New York, you know, we jumped on the subway. I love jumping on the subway. When I worked in New York City, I would jump on the train in Trenton, New Jersey. We lived in Bucks County. So we crossed the Delaware, where Washington Crossing is where we lived, which is where Washington crossed the Delaware. That's where the name came from. And we would go over to Trenton. I get off and I'd jump on the train in Trenton, and then I would take a train into Manhattan, and I'd come into Penn Station, and then get off at Penn Station, which is the end of the trains, and then jump on the subway and go around to 51st Avenue. And
don't you love Times Square? It's so alive. I mean, all the lights and all the things going on. It's beautiful.
And that's where I worked. I worked right across from Saks. There was Times Square is, not Times Square, I'm sorry. I
Right.
was thinking Rockefeller Center because of the lights at Christmas time, because of the lights. At Christmas time, Times Square is amazing, but at Christmas time,
Did you go ice skating in Rockefeller Center?
We did, just to do it. Yep. So
You didn't fall and break anything, huh?
no. But yeah, I would get off of 51st Street, walk on down to 47th and 5th was where I was working. And I asked, one time I asked the lady who owned the business, I said, why did you choose this location? She said, because we're right across from Saks. And so what they would do is the ladies, when they'd have meetings, they would leave our office, they would go over to Saks, the Saks girls would touch up their makeup, and then they would go to their meetings, and they always looked good that way. And I thought, how clever. I mean, it's something that a man would never think about, because it's like,
yeah.
But the ladies in New York, they knew it. They're like, we went over there, they touched us up, and we went to our meetings because we were all legal recruiters. And that's what we recruited for legal services for all the different big law firms.
That's cool. That is so cool.
It was crazy. It was funny. I learned so much from them.
Wow, that's neat.
Yeah. Well, I guess we should get right to. We should get not right to it. We're beyond right to it now. Just to it. Let me see. I've been making some notations here as we went along. We already have our first reading. So Susan Allison from the UK is in, and
hi Allison. Let's see what I can tell you, Allison. What do you need to know either about now or what's coming up for the new year? Because we're just around the corner from the new year. Okay. Wow. Okay. Don't get too frustrated, Allison, because things are going kind of slow and you may feel like, oh my gosh, when am I going to get out of this stagnant place? But you've got a lot of choices to make. And I don't want you to focus on all your disappointments, Allison. I want you to focus on you and taking care of you and making sure you're getting enough sleep, getting enough the proper food, and taking care of you. Because when you take care of you, you will feel a whole lot better. And then you'll be ready to just charge forward and embrace that new year that's coming. But I don't want you to, but know that when you feel kind of yucky and you feel kind of down and everything, it's usually because you're tired. So I want you to take extra good care of yourself. And when you're ready to move forward, all these things are going to start happening for you and you won't feel like you're in such a slump. But don't let your fear get in the way. Just see yourself as bright and happy and all these good things coming into your life, and really trust your intuition right now because it's very, very strong. You may be having some very interesting dreams, Allison, and I want you to take note of that because it's our subconscious working with us, and sometimes our angels are working with us or our loved ones. But your dreams are going to really be very prophetic and they're going to help you right now. So get ready for the new year, but before it comes, I want you to take care of yourself and get extra rest and give yourself a lot of nurturing because you deserve it, girl. That's it.
Super. First of all, before we move on, Jojo, thanks for popping in. Enjoy your rest of your day and your visit with your daughter. Jojo's in North Carolina celebrating her daughter's birthday, 25th birthday.
So exciting.
Jojo and Cynthia look like they're both 25 years old themselves. So I can't believe they have a kid.
I know.
It's like, what?
It's just not fair.
Exactly. So enjoy the rest of your stay, and happy birthday to again your daughter. Happy birthday.
Don't you notice no matter how old you are, if you can put on a smile and you can laugh, you look younger and you feel younger.
Yeah, right. Whatever.
And you have to let it go. Let it go.
I try to smile. Exactly. I try to smile, and people are like, what do you have, gas? I look like a grumpy old man, so it's like, I don't work on that so much. Wait a minute. I look like a grumpy old man all the time, so it doesn't really matter. Oh, my goodness. Oh, Lord have mercy. She says, thank you. She said, thank you for the birthday wishes. She is welcome, and so are you. And Mama Bear is in California taking care of young ones. Oh, Lord. Oh my goodness.
Oh, thank goodness for Mama Bear. Thank you. Thank you, Linda. You're a good mama.
I'm sure Mama Bear is ready to pull her hair out. She's like, good Lord, JoJo, come on. Mama needs a light on the town. We'll have to send her some vodka, some Tito's. Lord have mercy.
Yeah.
Anyway, Allison, hopefully that was a reading that resonated with you. Next in line is, who is next? Is it Paula? Yeah, Paula Marie. And she wants to know if she can get guidance from South Dakota. She is from South Dakota.
Oh my goodness, can you imagine how cold it is up there? South
She says it's
Dakota.
cold. Yeah, her question even says it's cold, but I'm like, as soon as you say South Dakota, I got the chill. I didn't even need to know anything else.
Oh, I know. Okay, Paula, let's see what you need to know today or what's coming up for you in the new year, because we have to get ready for this new year, you know. Okay. Whatever burdens you've been experiencing, in about 10 days, they're going to be lifted and you're going to be recharged and energized to move ahead. And this is saying this is the time to really get ready to go. Give yourself about 10 days, so close to the end of the year, and you'll be okay. And looks really good. You're going to be fine. Thank you. Thank you, Paula.
Did I do something wrong? Didn't I just put up Paula?
You did have Paula.
What happened? Sorry, Paula. There we go. I don't know what I did. Oh, Lord. Okay, there we go.
She's in South Dakota. Oh, my goodness. Cold, cold, cold.
Yeah. How cold is it there, Paula? Do.
Is she still there? Paula?
She should be. Paula, you're still here, correct? Let us know how cold it is there. Hey, Seashells, nice to see you.
Hi, Seashells.
You said too cold. I am certain that's
cold.
It's so cold you don't even have to ask. How about that, right?
So Steph is in Boston. It's cold there. My sister's there, and I keep saying, why? Why are you still there? Neat. Let's see if you have something to tell Paula. Because she's there in the cold. She can't go anywhere, probably.
Yeah. I was picking up like I don't know. Speaking of energy there, but I don't know if it's Paula. Yeah, I don't know. There's a strange energy here that came in with Paula's name, and I'm trying to kind of filter through it. It's really not. It's not like a person that's passed over. It's more like an energy. And Paula, do you when you had your daughter, when you had your oldest, you have a daughter. You have a daughter. I'm getting the energy. You have a daughter and a son. When you had your daughter, yeah, this is interesting because I'm getting a spirit here. This spirit came in with her daughter, and so this spirit's been with you since your daughter was born. Nicole, is the daughter. Paula, are you still here? Yeah, you are, because you said too cold. Good. Paula, when you had your daughter, I'm getting the energy that there's this spirit here that came in with you when you had your daughter, and Nikki, yeah, okay, good. And it's interesting because this spirit came in initially with Nikki, for Nikki, but has become your spirit. And so they watch over you. And they're concerned right now, they're concerned for your mental health. They're concerned because they feel like you don't let go, you're not letting go, you're absorbing a lot and you're letting a little go. And it's like you're kind of being, you feel like I don't know. I feel like this feeling like you're being put upon, and that you're taking a lot more. You have a lot of pressure. I'm getting a lot of pressure and that's kind of what they're telling me, is that a lot of pressure, a lot of everybody else's mess, a lot of everything else, and you've got to learn to release. You got to learn to let it go. You got to learn to let things go. The sun is better. From what I'm getting, they're again, they're kind of sending me saying that the sun doesn't dump as much on you as the daughter does, but again, it's a cumulative thing, and so there's just all of this stuff that's building up, and you need to let that go. You need to find a way to let the pressure out. So I don't know what you're going to do. They're telling me clearly that you need to be aware of it, that you need to figure out a way to release some pressure. You need to find a way to get out and about. You got to find a way to focus on something different. I would say meditate. I would say first thing to do is try to meditate. Even if you can't meditate, light a candle, sit in front of the candle and watch that flame for 5 minutes every day. By doing that, it'll at least 5 minutes, if not more. But what that does is it takes your focus off of everything else, and you focus on the candle. It gives you some relief, or give you some time. But you need to decompress. You need to really let things kind of. You really need to find a way to let the pressure go, because again, right now it's like you're taking everybody else's stuff and you're owning it, and that's the problem, is the ownership of it. So you want to help. You want to help. You have 2 kids. And I'm told you have a grandkid. You have 1 grandkid too. And so again, don't own all of their stuff. You can't own their stuff. Okay. So in other words, wait a minute. What did I just talk myself into? This is for you, Paula, my dear. Let it go, Paula. Let some things go. I'm telling you, that's what they're giving me. So that was again, that's to you. Okay, so just let it go. Find some time now to start decompressing and starting letting go. It's only getting worse over the holidays, and so don't let it get worse. You can't let it get worse. Okay, take care of yourself. Blessings to you, and I'm gonna send you some healing energy my way too. So yes, indeed. So there we go. That was it. No card today, Paula. You got mine. You got the spirit talking. So we didn't need the cards. Next in line. Hopefully that resonates. And again, Paula. Yeah, it just decompress. Let it go. Next in line is. Let it go. That's on the head. Hello. This is from Pumpkin Seed. Hello. May I get a added question? Blake's current feelings for me. What are Blake's current feelings for Pumpkin Seed? Pumpkin Seed, are you still here? Let it go.
Okay, so Pumpkin Seed wants to know of Blake's feelings for her. Okay. Okay, I don't know. It just looks like you're going to have to set some boundaries with Blake, because he is taking your energy, and you've got some positive cards, but you have some negative cards. You need to figure out if this is worth all the trouble, Pumpkin Seed. You're not having fun, and if you don't feel like you're happy, it's time to move on, because this Blake is really taking your energy, and you're having to set those boundaries. I don't know. What do you think, Dawn?
I don't know. Pumpkin Seed, I'm not even getting a Blake. Is Blake somebody in your life, or is it somebody you're thinking about? Because I don't even get a Blake. Are you even in a relationship with him? And is there a Blake? Is there a boyfriend Blake? Because again, I don't sense there's Blake, or if there's a boyfriend Blake.
I feel like she needs to move on and have a little fun. She's talking to.
Yeah, so he's not even. He if anything, he really isn't in a friend zone at this point. I didn't think.
I think she's using too much energy thinking about him and worrying about him and wanting him, and it's like, let it go.
Yeah, it's not reciprocated, unfortunately. I just, again, you're just talking, and there's nothing more than that from what I see. I don't think There's no relationship now, but I don't think there is going to be either. I just don't see that. It just doesn't ring true to me. It doesn't ring through. Okay. Timmy said, "Go, Don, go, low. You can totally see it when you are tapped in." Thank you, Timmy. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Let's see. Next in line. Sorry to give you that news there, pumpkin seed, but it's just fine. Move on until you're gonna turn over some stones, and eventually you'll find the right person. So
we need to change that pumpkin to a smile instead of a frown. So move on.
Turn that frown upside down. While we're moving on, and as we head toward Tammy, let's take a look and make sure that we have you guys understanding with Facebook. If you're on Facebook, we do this. And if you're on YouTube, please do this. And no matter which one you're on, hit that like button, please. We'd appreciate it so very much. The more you like it, the more you send the news. Say what?
We have a troll, Boots troll.
Oh, nice to visit you, troll. Well, let's see. Let me get to the troll. I don't see him. What's up? There we go. Replying to, oh, yes. Oh, thank you, Boots. Thank you, Boots Tarot, for popping in. You could have joined us. You could have enjoyed watching. You could have enjoyed even reading with people online. But guess what? You had to go there. So we have to say bye-bye.
Toodles.
So long, farewell. Auf Wiedersehen, goodbye.
Okay, so Tammy wants to know if she has a potential suitor. And is there something she should know about, how do you say that, John? Bajon?
Bjorn.
Okay. I'm not good at pronouncing some of these people, but there's somebody coming into her life very quickly, but it's not yet. It's not going to happen till close to summer. But I feel like there's a lot of endings. She's just gotten through some relationships that have come to closure. And they've been struggles, but there's somebody brand new coming in. It's going to be adventurous and fun, but it's going to come around June. So be prepared. I'm not sure if it's Bajon or what's his name?
Bjorn.
Yeah.
Remember the tennis player Bjorn Borg?
Huh?
Remember the tennis player Bjorn Borg? Remember him, Bjorn Borg? He was blonde. He was back in the days of Martina Navratilova and Chris Everett, Bjorn Borg, and they wandered through this temper tantrum all the time. Anyway, that's how I remember. That's how I know it's Bjorn Borg.
Okay. Well, all I can say to Tammy, she is going to be in love. Don't give up. It's coming. There's light at the end of the tunnel. There is your knight in shining armor, and I feel like whether it's this guy or not, by the time June rolls around, you're going to feel in love and very happy. So it's coming.
And Linda said, give Boots the boot. So I'm guessing Boots is the Bjorn. So give Bjorn the boot. But it does sound better if it's Boots. Give Boots the boot. Love it, love it, love it. So we shall see. Next in line is, let it go. There you go. Angela Kirkland.
Angelica.
Angelica.
Okay,
Sorry,
Angelica. Let's see what we got for you, Angelica. What a pretty name. Like the angels.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, it's all about the money, Angelica. Oh my goodness.
Angelica, are you still here?
Huh?
I was asking if Angelica is still here.
I hope so. Because there's a lot of money here, and there's a lot of, you're going to be considering some serious investments that will bring you even more money. But this is really just all about you and getting your career off the ground and your profession. And there's like a wake up. You're going to go through this experience like a wake up call, and all of a sudden you're going to do this. You're going to know what to do, and it's going to bring you very good money. You're going to be sitting pretty, girl. Okay. That's Angelica.
Angelica. Are you here, Angelica? That's the question. You still have not responded. Angelica, Earth calling Angelica. Angelica, still on aisle 3. Angelica, are you here? Because I'm not reading for you if you're not here, girl. Come on. You can say it. You can do it. Come on. It says H-E-R-E. Hit the return key. I guess she's not H-E-R-E.
Okay,
So,
we have to move on. There's a whole line of people here.
Exactly. So no reading for me for Angelica. But one year. Next in line is, good morning. First time watching you both. Thank you for sharing your gifts. Can you pull a card for me? What my guides want me to know? Thank you. This is for
Lori. Okay, Lori.
And how do you pronounce that? It's
Amijo. Amijo?
Armijo?
Yeah.
Armijo.
I think.
Lori Armijo.
But don't quote me. Okay, Lori. Stop worrying so much. Oh my goodness. The changes are about to happen and you have to make these changes because, like it or not, we all go through transitions every so often. But it's kind of magical when you let this happen. You're coming into a very lucky time and you can't fight it. You just have to go with it. This is going to be good for you. It will be challenging, but it will be so worth it. So go for it, Lori. Let it happen. Bring you a whole new cycle of good luck.
Or another way to say that is,
Let it go, when I rise like the break of dawn.
any chance I get. I'm shameless.
Koala May has been waiting.
Yeah, she's not up yet. She's like
Oh, she's there. Koala May. Okay.
Yeah, there's 2 more people in line before her. So this is the first
Okay.
one. Before we get to, you did Lori already? Is that right? Or no?
Yeah, that was Lori.
Okay. Hold 1 second though, because before I do Lori, I'm going to make sure we send wishes out to everybody for the holiday season. And I see I haven't updated that one, so I'll have to make sure I change that one.
We all wish. Our whole little group wishes. Our whole little family.
Exactly. Like I said, this is not Chandra, this is Susan. I do remember who I agreed with, I promise. Oh, I made a funny one for Angie, and I started using it. I don't know if you saw it or not. Angie was talking to me the other day, and she's like, I'd like to have one made like this. And so I made this one for her. And she kept repeating it. And so after the video went down, I took the video and edited it. But this is what she wanted.
Am I the drama? Could it be me?
So I had like 4 or 5 clips of that, and I'm like, let me find the right one. I love it. Angie is so funny, and I just love her.
She is, yeah.
So, okay, my turn for Lori.
Lori.
I'm trying to do psychic today and not do the cards. I'm just kind of drawn to the figure, doing the psychic stuff. So that's I'm using the cards for the energy. I shuffle them for the energy, but I'm telling myself today all psychic. So we shall see. And positive. I want to be positive. So
you'll be fine. You always do a good job.
Yeah. So let's see. Lori. Well, Lori, I think that is Lori the one you just said is going to have something coming the next year?
Yeah, like she had the death card and she had the just big changes coming up.
No, I feel them for March of next year. I feel March is going to be a significant month for you next year.
A very lucky month.
Yeah.
Money wise.
Yeah, I feel that too. And I feel like something is going to start happening like the middle of January that is going to start the ball rolling. And then by March, it'll have taken hold and the change will happen. Now, for some reason, I'm not feeling like it's a different job, but there's something about money. And so I don't know, Lori, are you looking at starting another business? You're looking at starting a business, or have you thought about opening a business? Because again, I'm getting some additional revenue source. I'm getting a stream of revenue. Yeah, it's like, again, a revenue source, a stream of revenue that is coming in that you had contemplated in the past, but you hadn't thought much about it to the extent of moving forward. And now you're finally getting serious about it, and you're like, this is what I want to do. So I'm thinking you're going to have like a side hustle, or again, but then again, I'm getting this feeling of I don't know.
But don't you feel like it's something new she's going to add to her life? Is because of the death card? I mean, it's going to bring in.
Yeah, no, I do believe that. But again, the death card is that change, which I think is great. But she's bringing the change again. She brings that change. But the change that's coming is going to be, again, it's not going to be like a different. It's not like she's changing jobs. I don't get the fact that she's changing jobs or something. I'm getting the fact that she's bringing something new in. So she's adding to.
Adding to it.
Yeah, and that's why I'm thinking it's like another opportunity, like if she has like a side hustle or something, or some kind of position or something. Again, it's going to be her own company, her own entity, her own work, but it's coming in from that, from those means. So I get the feeling that, again, this is more about, again, adding to instead of completely changing. Because I guess I would come back, even though I don't want to think about the card so much, I would come back and argue that that's why we don't see the tower, because the tower card is, a total change. And this is not tower energy I'm getting. This is more of death energy. So it's a change, and it's something she wants, because again, she's bringing about the change. This is not something that the world changes. She's bringing about this change. So I'm seeing like a new opportunity, a new business. If you see in the early January an opportunity that you're truly interested in, if I were you, I'd jump on it, because again, that's where this energy is coming from. That's what I'm picking up. It's bad when you read the cards and aren't even reading the cards and they still fly out. So, anyway, with that said, that's what I'm getting there. Okay, next in line. I don't even think Lori's here. Are you here, Lori?
Are we having fun, Dawn?
Absolutely, positively. Next in line is, this is the one that you were saying, is she online? Yes. This is
Okay.
Quali May? Is that what she said? Quali May?
Yeah, we don't like to answer those really personal questions, faithfulness and all that stuff. We need to, do something else.
Not only that, but you're asking if your daughter's father is being faithful. Sounds like you're not in a relationship with him. So since you're not in that relationship, why would that be something that you'd be worried about? But more importantly, again, we don't do third party. If you're in that relationship with him, well, that'd be a different story. And even then, it's kind of uncomfortable. But if you're reading for somebody else,
says love and money. I guess this would be love and money for her, Quilly. Okay, let's just see what you need to know. That would be best, and see if the love or money comes up. Okay. The money may be tight right now, but I see money coming to you. I also see a trip that you want to take, and this is an important trip. I would take it. You would love it. Don't worry about the money, because the money's coming, and it's coming in the springtime. But the trip is important. And when you just trust and you go on this trip and you have a good time, then you come back, and then the money comes to you. So it's a matter of trusting. So yes, but I didn't see anything about love. I just saw the money in the trip. Let's see what Dawn sees.
That's a fascinating name, Quali May. How did you Quali May? How did you come up with the name? I'm just it doesn't matter one way or the other. I'm just kind of curious. Is that your name, Quali May? Because I think that's an interesting name. I don't think I've ever heard that before. So I'm just kind of curious. Let it go, let it go. Well, while Quali May responds, again, we're doing general for her now, right? Love and money. Right. Love and money, love and money. Love and money, love and money. Do, 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 do.
It's her nickname.
Okay.
Quali Cal.
Okay, and the daughter's second name is Meg. Nice, nice. Yeah, no, I think it's interesting. I mean, we see so many names online, and so it's
Oh,
every
yeah.
once in a while you get something so outside the box. Because some people try to be so clever that it's, it's like, yeah, that's fun. But this one was so interesting because it really has a unique origin to it, which I thought
Yeah.
was interesting. Um, do, 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 do. Qualime, are you
Oh,
I get the feeling like this coming year, you're relocating. I don't know if you are looking forward to it or even thought about it, but I'm getting the feeling like you're going to be relocating. I see you changing cities. I don't see you changing countries. I see you changing cities. I see you moving, and it's like I'm not sure whether it's coming from a point of career as much as something else. Something else is going to happen, Quelly May, that's going to create this shift, and you'll be moving. I'm getting like mid-year to later end of the year. And Quelly May, if you're not in a relationship, it could be relationship related. Again, it could be if you're in a relationship, which I don't think you are, it's related to the relationship that you're going to be in, is what I'm getting. So I'm getting the feeling like maybe you're going to meet somebody and that person and you are going to hit it off, but from their point of view, they may live elsewhere, or you may be with them and then their job takes them elsewhere. But I see you moving the end of next year by the end of summer into fall. I see you relocating, and so that's what's like glaring at me right now. So that is the big change coming, is that move. I don't see much else happening. I think that I don't see, this is not going to be, up until that point, I think the year is very consistent and not very turbulent. I don't get any energy of change or anything else. So I think like this is a year of just kind of there. I do see closure to a problem, or could be like a legal problem or some other issue, some kind of some paperwork. I see paperwork being shuffled, and so I'm getting this feeling of closure to paperwork, which also may be part of that transition too for that eventual move. But I do see you relocating. So again, she said yes, she is moving.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Good. Yeah, I was getting that. And that's so again. But I see the paperwork shuffle thing happening first, and then the move. Something about the paperwork, and I keep seeing paperwork and the shuffle paperwork. So it's like bringing something to a closure or bringing something to an end. That's what I'm picking up on. But other than that, I don't see anything major, bad or good, which is nice. I just see that as being the big event of the year for you, in my opinion. So with that said, next is Miriam. And Miriam is, hello everyone. May I get a general reading, please? Thank you, Miriam.
Okay, Mary Ann. Okay, Mary Ann. Okay, Mary Ann. Well, these are such good cards. I don't know. It's talking about your working and setting new goals and doing. You get the world cards, so there's a lot of things you want to accomplish in this new year, and you're going to have everything you want. Man, I wish I had these cards all the time. Look at this. The Ten of Cups is cool. Having it all. And you've got some really neat ideas. You're very creative, and about springtime, you're going to have some ideas do next in your life, and maybe something that you're going to add as far as your career. I would say go for it, because if anything, it's going to turn out really well. So trust your guidance, trust your inner guidance, trust your intuition, trust these new ideas and bring them to fruition, because you're going to manifest it. Looks cool.
Whew, I got a lot of pressure. Marianne, are you recovering from or dealing with some respiratory issues? If you are not, then you need to take care, because I'm getting a respiratory problem, and I'm getting and it's like it's just hit me with your reading, so I know it has to belong to you. So I don't know if you're having respiratory issues or if you are what's going on. But again, if you are not, then be careful. Be careful with your health right now, because I'm getting this a respiratory kind of problem. So it's like breathing a lot of, and I don't think it's anxiety, because at first I was getting it and I was feeling like, is this anxiety? It's not anxiety. It is truly a respiratory thing.
I feel like maybe Dawn, she's around smokers. Either she smokes or she's around smokers, and she needs to get away from that. It's not healthy.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I just know that I'm getting the respiratory situation, and it's not healthy. You're right. It's not good. This needs to be. You need to take care. You said I have a cold. Okay, you need to be careful with this cold. You need to be very careful with this cold, because I'm getting this feeling of this could get worse. So make sure that you are, if you're not under doctor's care, make sure that you are doing something to isolate yourself, to make sure that you are not getting out and putting yourself further at risk of having this escalate. You need to be taking care of yourself really well right now, because again, I'm getting this escalation of this respiratory, and so don't let this go. Don't blow this off as any other cold. This is not just merely the cold, okay? This is not the cold that we always call cold. This can be frustrating and dangerous. So take extra precautions to make sure that you are taking care of yourself, that you are doing all you can to keep yourself on the path of wellness. Take time, do some soup, do some multivitamins, do whatever you need to do whatever you can do. Do something. I would also suggest that you're doing something to open up your nasal passages, because again, this is respiratory. I'm getting serious respiratory. So I'm telling you, like, get something that creates vapors, like boil a pot and put your head over. I don't care what you have to do, but make sure you're keeping those vapor and those airways open, because this can get worse. And I'm afraid that it might if you don't take it seriously. Okay, and again, and as I'm saying this, I'm feeling the relief, which is nice, because again, that's a great feeling that I'm finally breathing properly myself. But that was the message that was for you very clearly, very, very clearly from Spirit right now.
And don't you think, Dawn, that her environment is very important? It needs to be clean and clear of allergens. I get that feeling.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. No, it's all part of the same. Absolutely. It's part of the same thing. You have to, the environment you are in is important to what you're breathing in. And so make sure that you're in a healthier environment. Make sure you're taking care of yourself, and make sure that you're making sure that your environment itself is very, very healthy. Yeah, because this is not something to play with. I mean, this energy is just not pretty, you know. So with that said, Susan, I think we are done for the day on this clock. We do have one more, and then we're jumping over to Susan's after this. We're jumping over to Susan's page after this. So check her out, Susan Grayson, over on Facebook and on YouTube. If you haven't popped over there and followed her yet, you need to do it. Last person in, and this is an easy question, is will my son's father come for Christmas or New Year's?
Or New Year. Okay.
Who's it?
Stephanie?
Steph. Yeah. I get a good feeling. I get a feeling that he will. I don't know why. I feel like
I've got 2 good cards and 2 bad cards. So I don't think he's quite made up his mind yet.
Yeah.
So the 2 good are real good. The 2 bad are really bad. So I think he's kind of like on the fence. He hasn't quite decided if he wants to go or not.
Yeah. I think he'll be there for Christmas. I don't see him there in New Year's. So I think it's the Christmas where you're going to see him. And he'll come right before Christmas. I don't think he'll be there Christmas Day, but he very well may be. But I feel like the evening of Christmas Eve, probably in that sense. So hopefully we will see, and let us know. Confirm with us when time comes. That would be great. With that said, let's pop over, because Susan has her scheduled for 9 a.m., correct?
Right.
So let's get out of here.
We'll take some more questions. Thank you.
Exactly. So go to Susan Grayson over on YouTube and Facebook. Okay, everybody? With that said, we are out of here for the day on this channel, but we'll be back on Susan's right after this.